All right. I'm super excited to have one of. I wanted to say Kaduna finest, but it's more than Kaduna. One of the finest people we have from the northern part of Nigeria. Somebody who has built an incredible platform. Now, if you build a platform that is recognized in a region in Nigeria, not just a particular state, but a whole region, people come from Kano, people come from far and wide field to attend this beautiful thing that I guess has started. If I mention it, everybody will know. That's why I'm trying to build up the conversation and build up the excitement. The day you have, I would say my elder brother, because every time I call him, he's always there to respond to me. And because he's a very busy man, right? It's a privilege that he always picks my call. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we have in our midst, Mr. Ibrahim Iliya. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Our audience do not know this, but I just want to say that he's coming from Kafanchan, right? So he had to travel. This just tell you how much, of the work ethic that he has. He had to travel from Kafanchan. He didn't go home. I'm sure he didn't go home. He came directly from Kafanchan to the studio. So we're really, really excited to have you. Shows how much work that you're doing. I was talking to my team, thinking, then it's coming for Kafanchan. We didn't do this for next week. And I just said, let me allow him make this one. And he said, it's good. You're really excited to have it. Yes. How are you doing? How has been preparation for the Almighty Kaduna Buy and Sell?
Yeah, it's coming good. But stressful though. Yeah, because in the middle of the preparation, I still have another project that I'm still working on. So it's just crazy. Yeah.
So today, right, everybody knows Kaduna Buy and Sell, everybody knows IBI, right? But today I'm hoping that we kind of like peel off the veil a little bit, more than the person that is known publicly. The reason why I did send you questions, right, was because I didn't want you to prepare, right, for it, right? I want us to peel in the veil to be proud. I want us to start from the beginning. Okay, by from the beginning, I mean, who is IBI? Why he was growing up? Like, if your friend is here, how will he describe IBI? Why he was growing up when he was young, trying to figure out life and all of that?
I think the one word he says, the stubborn guy. Like I'm super stubborn when it comes to trying new things. I just want to try new things. So I remember when I was growing up, I was this guy that is always in the front, because when we go for fishing, for example, or swimming in the river, very dirty is already used that word. So I'm always in the forefront. I'm always the one pushing to do things. So I'm this guy that, anything that is good, it's worth doing. I just want to try. Like I just want to make sure it's out. And there's my friends used to call me Jack of all trades, master of all. Yeah, because I basically, in fact, I play basketball, I play football, there's no sports I don't do, and I do it very well, actually, yes. So, that's just me, really.
Amazing. So, would you say that, that's kind of mindset, that upbringing had an effect in who IBI is to be?
Very well, yeah. Because I think that's what makes me who I am to be, and that's what makes me do what I get. Yeah, because I believe if you check the system of the world now, and everything works perfectly, as if it was planned. But I know definitely it's just my guy that pushed me to this stage. But the world has really changed, Adike, and that means at the moment that we are now, everything is about is it evolving, or you have to learn new things like ASAP, like because things are changing really fast. So if you can't adapt, you're going to be on the failing side. So I think me, I'm this kind of guy that sharp call. I don't adapt. So if it's a business, if I see that probably technology or something touch my business, I move to the next ASAP. So
interesting. First he said, since right, he said you're stubborn while you're growing up, and he said, you're a guy of cracker and all. If 40 days, they don't look anything like that. I don't know if it's just me, but I mean, I see you as somebody who's calm, collected, quiz. There's just this aura of calmness and peace, that's around you. But interesting, that you said where you're somebody who is not afraid to take risks and who tries new things. So let's move to Kaduna Buy and Sell really quick. To do something like that, right? I'm sure it takes incredible work. I'm sure it takes high level of commitment and all of that. But before we go into all of that, what is the story behind Kaduna Buy and Sell? Why do we have something called Kaduna Buy and Sell?
Also, let's not even start talking about stories of because I think I started Kaduna Buy and Sell when I was still quite young, and then the timing was how let me put it. I can't even say my life is arranged because I was just doing things randomly, so I can't say there's a story behind it. But I know the whole thing that brought about that Kaduna Buy and Sell was how to make money. Yes, there was a time I was on Facebook and then I saw him. I think he created one just marketplace on. It's a group on Facebook. So yes, so the idea was just for people to come and post their stuff and then get buyers. So me too, I thought about it like, okay, let me create something like that. Yes, and then I created my own page and I name it Kaduna Buy and Sell. That means people buy, so people that want to sell, and also yeah, it started like a group, and little by little we started 1,000, 2,000, reached 10,000 followers. And
so at this point is the physical paper that is like, okay, to 10,000 followers, no sense out, if nothing is cut. It was just general marketing, buy and selling, and then along the way, my girlfriend, then she's my wife now, she said, why not? One thing about me, I think, is I don't take her advice for granted because I believe, I don't know about men, but men should actually, if you know your wife is smart, don't take her advice for granted. Or marry Spassky.
Actually, not the opposite here. So she said, why not you just start something like a live trade fair that people can, those vendors can come and sell live and people will come and buy. And then I thought about it and I put the flyer up. And surprisingly, we got vendors that were ready to.
It's probably very
yes, from the very first edition. And bro, I'm telling you, from the very first edition, the whole place was choked. We used from the very first edition. Although I've done my homework, I've done my homework since from 2012. Like I have been pushing, I've been building.
When you see connection, right, is this in line with what's happening on the Facebook page of physical, actual connection?
Just physical connection, and I was into network marketing, so that alone gave me that link to connecting with people and all. Yeah, I believe in connection, like, and believe in relating with people. I believe in, because if you have the crowd, bro, anything you do will just definitely work out. So basically, I connect. There was even a time that I was actually, anywhere I go, I just want to collect people's contact. Yes, it was one of my guys that gave us the concept, like, just keep saving contacts. So your WhatsApp views can go to 1K, 2K. So I keep collecting contacts. I'll just collect, save my own, I save your one, and that's how, so I keep growing that contact list. And I think that was what helped, because when we were doing publicity for the first Kaduna Buy and Sell, it was just that easy that we did the publicity, we put the posters and everything, and people turned up because, yeah, IBI was involved. Yeah. And then I was actually doing music then. Yeah. So that alone too gave me that help actually that time.
So first edition basically was a success. 100%. By success, you mean you actually made money.
I raised the money, people turned up, the place was choked. I mean, vendors sold.
Wow.
So it was from the first.
What year was this?
That was 2017. February, March. Yeah, February.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. So 2017, so today, Kaduna Buy and Sell has become, some will argue, national, not just regional. I'm sure in the building process, right, you have faced challenges. Just right. Has there ever been a challenge that you faced and you're like, okay, maybe I should learn this. Maybe I should just pack up, right? Was there ever a challenge like that was that big that you considered, okay, but let's just pack up. It's we have done our bit. You have tried. maybe someone else can come and
I think there's not,
Okay.
because I don't give openness to challenges. I don't make way for it. So I don't know, but I believe people make way for some kind of challenges to come to you. Why I said that is because I prepare. I like when it comes to event, I prepare, not the small preparation. So I make sure everything is in order. In fact, sometimes before my event, I make sure I have a complete money to do the whole event, even without any vendors spending shishi.
Wow.
I don't even
So so you don't depend on
you understand us more at all. So that is the reason that I don't look at it like it's a do or die, like no, you must do. So but if I have my money and then I know even without that money the event will go on, then definitely it's a win already. So all I need to do was just put things in place, and then but when it comes to like the event itself, there's strategies we do for events. Like for example, there's the part of the people that come to the event.
Okay.
Yes, there's a part that even if they come, they don't buy one thing, they would enjoy themselves and still go happy.
Yeah. So I think I think that.
So that part is a different phase of event, and then we have the buying and selling part of there. So those two parts, any which way, one will definitely help
Your crowd.
Yes. So that's just
Strategies. I mean, they big. But so of course you have said there are challenges, but none has been that kept me to say, okay, let's back up. But when those difficult challenges come, right now, how do you navigate them? How do you now? How are you able to surmount the studies?
Okay. I think what has been helping me is I have a rule of this is you, this is your let me say, this is your growth, this is your problems, right? So as you're growing, your problem keeps growing. So if you allow the problem to go higher than you, it kills you. You must always be ahead of the problem. So the tactics I use is I'm always ahead of my problems. I think the only problem I would have, for example, is maybe let's say we set an event and then rain comes like that. So, but the strategy I use is, come on, even if the rain comes, I'm sure it's a whole day event from 8 a.m. till the rain can't fall the whole day. And then I don't even put events on rainy season, like at all. I don't even take that risk. No. So that's one part. So those calculations are already there. And then I do events that I know that the event center still has a hall, that in case anything, they can go in. I make sure my security is intact. I make sure there are places I can't do events because of the security of that area, like the way maybe if so there's so much calculation to it that I think it's going to be super difficult. Of course, there's always a chance that the challenges will come, or in the event itself we'll have some small issues like fighting, all those stuff. But those are stuff that we solve. And then I have like myself, when a problem happens in my event, I don't even look at the problem. I just try to find the solution as the fastest means as possible. So always be ahead of the problem, and just safe.
So I get you. What I get you saying is that you anticipate it, and then you provide solutions for those problems.
They're even before the solutions are there.
They are already there. So any problem comes, you get interesting. So I mean, Kaduna Buy and Sell is what it is today, right? Supposing you are starting starting Kaduna Buy and Sell over a key, right? What are the things you would do differently that would cascade your success and would help you probably go faster?
I think how do I put myself? I think I have a problem of let me say connecting with sponsors. Let me use that word. Yes, I have a problem there. Or let me say, or Kaduna has a problem there, because okay, we keep trying and then it's not working. But one thing and then me too, I get my own pride. Let me use that word. I know they like back for something. If I tell you this is going to be good, it's important for you to gain, and then if they do like this, I know go beg. So probably that's a problem. I'm trying to solve. Maybe I can start begging some big confidence. So, but that's one part.
Okay.
Because investment, people to invest in businesses, to invest in events is very, very hard in this part of that. Yeah. The funny thing is, so big companies just come on the day of the event, they'll just start telling me, we have 300K, please, want you to give us a store. I'm like, come on, your company, I'm not going to give you, even if you're giving 1 million today, I'm not going to give you. Your price is 5 million. You must, if you really want this case, you should pay that. Because I know that is their word. And if you go to Lagos or you go to other states, small events, like not even quarter of what we deliver, they will pay this amount of money. And then why are you doing the opposite here? So I think that's the problem. Is that we're trying to solve why food.
I mean, it's really interesting that you said that. I remember at some point I was doing something, I was looking for sponsors. Right. And usually when you go to these guys, first is the decision making is not made here. It's made in the right? So you would have to communicate with, and all of those processes, right? It's crazy. Is there anything we can do in Kaduna to attract reading investors?
This is our town. This is our home. You get, so you can't. I will never allow them, even if they are giving. I have a price. If they are not paying the price, let them just forget about it. We get. They come to my, like constant. I'm telling you, even this one that we're having, they call. And I'll tell them, this is it, this is it. Some are even telling me, we'll give you 30 parts of drinks. Like, guy, I can buy those deals myself. Which one be 30? I don't know if you understand, guys. The problem we have is, I think we have people in Kaduna that will collect 10 packs for if their events. Yeah? So they feel we are all the same.
Yeah.
So I think one of the problems we need to solve is those ones collecting all those small, they should stop. Yes, let these people pay for what we are worth, not just. So, like, it's like a photographer. You're charging 15K, another person will collect 1K to just do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand. So that's crazy. So if we can work on that, I think.
So essentially, we are selling ourselves short.
Very well. Very well.
Interesting. I hope guys who do events and go do shows, it's really pay attention to some of these things, right? Because I think Kaduna, we are at that level where, we're massive people, right? We're massive state, good population, really intelligent. I've met really intelligent people in Kaduna, creative people who have been amazing. I think it's time it will be people realize our value and will pay us for our value. Still on Kaduna Buy and Sell, right? For the vendor that is watching and listening, what are the 3 things you would tell a vendor that would help him maximize any trade fair? Not just Kaduna Buy and Sell now, but if you are going for any trade fair, right, what are the 3 things you think that would help a vendor maximize trade fair?
Okay, so I always tell my vendors this. When Kaduna Buy and Sell is happening next month, the idea is there is a trend on Facebook, social media that Kaduna Buy and Sell is happening, and people are preparing for that 1 month, right? Any posters, flyers, videos, they're flying around. It's a trend.
Yeah.
You must key in as a vendor. When you key in, you open a connection that people get to know, there's a vendor like this. There are vendors that when you see their adverts, their publicity video that they did for the event, it's mad. It's so funny and nice, and people keep watching. Some of them wear cultural attires to do some kind of stuff. The idea is just to sell yourself even before the event. People will get to know you. Who is this person? They will click. They will see the name. When it's on our page, it is beautiful and nice. People will look at it. Wow, who is this vendor? They will check before they start buying your stuff. So they can follow the trend. Yes, that's for social media. Now, apart from following the trend, the idea of selling in a market area like that, like a Kaduna Buy and Sell, the idea is just for you to understand how to talk to customers, how to market, how to connect, how to, how that concept, how to connect with customers. And then we usually even have a seminar a week before the event. Yeah, this seminar will bring people that talk to them, teach them about masterclass on marketing and the rest. And then these are all processes they will learn. So it's actually a road they will follow till even the day of the event. Apart from even the money they will make, the fun they will have, a lot of prizes they are going to win because the vendors to win a lot of it's just, the idea is just to give them something they will do. They will use after the event. They will use 2 months of the big body. Okay, so that's just,
Yeah, I mean, talking about that class, I think that class is really, really important. I attended one time. In fact, one of our team members here, the last one we attended, and the teacher said, "Omo, idea is building the whole ecosystem. Abi, before the event, you are taught how to sell, you are taught how to evaluate my street. But I think that really, really smart, and that's really nice. But we're going to go into social media a little bit, all right? But is this question I want to ask you? You have grown to have some level of fame, right? In Kaduna and even in northern Nigeria, right? The question I want to ask you is: most people struggle with fame and humility, and I don't know how you have been able to do it. You balance both fame and humility, right? I remember the first time I wanted to reach out to you, right, on the events I said, and I thought, I know I have his number because there was an ad that we placed on your platform, right? I said, I know I have his number. But then, how do you call IBI and, start telling me about an event and him making time, and it was very easy. You just paid, come in, and he came, and it was beautiful and really high. How were you able to manage fame, humidity, and just, stay grounded?
I think it's from the inside. If somebody have pride, or people feel the person have pride, I think it's just it's something that has been inside that the person is just breaking down. So for me, I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even know I have fame. Let me use that word. I'm serious. Yes, when people talk, they would think I'm actually just creating stocks, but I think that's one thing that is helping me, because even me myself, I'm looking at like, wow, see, this guy is famous, So me, I don't feel I have that fame. So maybe that's also helping, because sometimes when you have something, you want to show yourself, you get. So, and then another thing again, I know is life is probably to say is not, I can't use the word nothing, but life is just a twinkle of an eye. Today you're working, tomorrow you just fall down and die, and that's all. People forget about you. That same evening itself, those same friends that cried in the morning, they will go and be drinking, and laughing. So, and there's nothing special. It's just to, and if you check again, is how long am I even staying in the world? 75 years. So basically, we have 75 Christmas to spend, which some of us don't stay like 40 Christmas already. I don't even understand. So there's nothing in the life. So what are you raising shoulder for? And when you are dead, you're not going with 1 naira, bro. So I already know that, and I know that the time is limited. So why should I have pride for anything? If I don't have time, it's a different thing. But this thing you're saying, there are still people that they message me, they say you have pride. I'm telling you, it's yes now. I repeatedly said one on Facebook recently. The idea is, it depends on how people see. Maybe the person message, and then maybe I didn't see the message, or I have too many messages, or the person just say hi. Of course, I can't reply to that. At least you just go straight to the point. What about that things to attend to? So, all those things, the person might see it as pride. But this person don't know what me mad they go through. Maybe I did road day. So in life, we just give people that option. If I did message somebody and he doesn't reply, I'll just put it like, maybe the guy is busy, or maybe he has something better to do than attending to me. So I don't even get angry. Like, come on, people are going through life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, talking about social media, you built, a huge platform, a huge following on social media. It had the numbers and all of that, right? Social media has become an interesting tool. I was literally talking to, one of my mentors earlier today, and we are talking about the impact of social media on the society, the pros and the cons, right? Bottom line, social media is here and it's here to stay, right? And people have actually used that platform to either make themselves or rig themselves, right? So I believe you are somebody who has used social media, to advance the cause and, to take advantage of it. So how best can somebody utilize social media to be able to gain the kind of traction that you are big to water?
I think is how I will put it. People, social media, you can tell people how you want them to see. Yeah. And then and now self, me, I'm even living, I don't live, the social media thing is there, but I'm still going outside to connect with people real life, yeah. Sometimes I do go to play basketball.
Okay.
To a new place. Nobody knows me. I'll just go and play basketball. The idea is just to link up with people and get their contacts, and basically that's it. So, but social media is so powerful. You can, I think some people just don't know how to use it, but you can use it the right way to just connect with more people, and more people to connect with more people. But you need an idea. You need, yes, you need an idea. You need to give them something that they will be interested in. You know, most of the times you see somebody, if you don't have followers, sometimes they're not really interested in your stuff. And then there are people that they keep trying, and then it's not working out. If it's not working out, keep trying. Sometimes not just one video will just give you 100,000 followers, and surprisingly, you have made it, in the social media field. So the idea is just keep doing it. Consistency. We started with 0. In fact, there was a time I reached over 250,000 followers. I lost the account like completely. So I have to start afresh. That's social media for you. And if you check, plenty other people. So if you are doing it, my page now is like, I have a page of whether 44,000, 50,000. The idea is, and I'm still ready to lose that page and still start again. So, but if you want to do that, you have to still have your leg on the ground, and then your leg still on the social media. Just in case you lose this page, it's not like you're losing. Yes, you have a value. Now, another thing is you can add up the value. Like, I do music. It's not like I want to become Wizkid or Lipto. Why I did music there is just to connect. Like I told you, I just wanted to connect out. That's the fastest way to fame. That's tell my guys, if you know how to sing in church. That crowd in the church will know you. And automatically when they know you, that's fame for you. Before you know, anybody that does work, this is our singer in the church. And before you know, you become famous. So that was how I did music. And when I got popular in music, and I converted those fans to actually business. So you can use anything to this blow.
Interesting. I think, one of the key things that you said, in fact, that you're relevant online and you're relevant offline. So whatever happens to the online part of IBI, they still continue. You continue, right? There's something about you and Kaduna Buy and Sell, and how you market Kaduna Buy and Sell, right? One is, for most people, right? I mean, everybody knows Kaduna Buy and Sell. I am sure that if they say without publicity, you just wake up and say, okay, Kaduna people, see, the next 2 weeks is Kaduna Buy and Sell. This is the venue, we are waiting for you. Literally without doing anything, right? I can say that, the place will be packed full and up. But then on WhatsApp, you're there. On Facebook, you're there. On the street, you're there. You're still pushing it like this brand is just starting yesterday. How do you, first of all, why? Secondly, when you get the energy and the strength, and where do you get that push? That's the word I'm looking for. I think it's already there, right? First of all, why? Because you do even though it's already key. And secondly, where do you get the energy? Where the strength? Where do you get the push?
I think it's two things involved. Like I said, that's where the preparation comes. I think fear of failure is number one. Like, I just don't want it to flop. I don't even know how, but I just don't want it to flop. And then, secondly, is I enjoy what I'm doing. Like, I enjoy the publicity. In fact, I can't wait for the next one to start. Let me start moving around to, with my guys. We share flyers. We go to radio stations. We do adverts. So I enjoy the process. You get, but that part of fear of failure, bro, I don't want it to flop. In fact, my dream is, I want a situation that when you come, some people will come to Kaduna Buy and say, they'll tell you no space to even enter. That's where I want to reach, actually. That means people are choked inside that you can't even walk in. That's how I want.
Not you, okay. And like, people that want
to just buy, they're choked. And like the last one, I think the line was so long.
I was like, I'm a busy. See my brother line. Well, so that was to call somebody from inside, some
come out and give you ticket. Yeah. So the idea is that's where I'm thinking of. I'm pushing to this, and then the part of everybody knows Kaduna Buy and Sell. I think it's not true. Yeah, because we go to the north and we ask some kind of question and somebody will tell me, what is Kaduna Buy and Sell? I was like, okay, we have work today.
It's VPS museums.
Yeah, so the population of the world is a lot. You get, so we have to just keep pushing, and then every year we want to do something that is different from.
Yeah, so just keep pushing. So as we wrap up, there's something I want you to see, right? This is from Summit Smart Francis Topin. He said something about success and all of that. And I would really, really want you to say it, and I'll let you know what you think, right?
The first idea the keys of success. And I wonder why some of us will stand there and be boasting on how well we have done it. On social media, I have made it in 21 days, I have made it in 1 year, forgetting that there's a story behind it. Somebody help you. What can you single one of you here sitting in this show on this side every year? Somebody opened it up for you. Somebody gave you the gift of experience that inflamed you when you even know what it. I've forgotten how you started before you carry SLS now. You're thinking that you're all biting. Somebody mentored you. Somebody opened the door for you. Let's be real here. This is what the joking conversation I have told you. I am speaking to your conscience, and if your conscience is not connecting, it's a problem with your conscience. Self-made billionaire as such. We are all a beneficiary of the gift of success. I have started this campaign since the beginning of this year. You know why? Because we have been feeding a lot of young entrepreneurs, and those are the people I told. Yes, there is room for hard work. And I look at it, that's why I'm writing a book on it. Is success really earned or is it given? And I stand here to tell you, success can be earned, but it's much more given than it's earned. It's given. They gave us, guys, don't let them deceive you. They gave us.
Yeah, so I would like you to respond to that, right? But where I want you to hammer on is, is success earned or is it given? Between the delicate balance of hard work and connection. Where does success lean most on? Is it about more hard work than it is connection, or is about the connections and people giving you opportunities, whether it is employing you, whether it is mentoring you, whether it is giving you safe funding, whatever, right? The reason why I asked this question was Motedola wrote a proof recently, and everybody was saying, "Oh, what does he have to tell me about success? It does not come from where I'm coming from, right? It does not have the kind of background I have. If I have what he has, I probably would have done the same thing, right? Almost saying that success at some level will have to be given to you, right? And so, what is your response? For somebody who has built something really massive, not just around Kaduna Buy and Sell. I know you are into building constructions and all of that, right? Where do you tilt?
I think it's the idea of success is given. Yes. Because if you check, they said knowledge is power, right? The difference between a super successful person and a person that is just not successful is just knowing, like knowledge. What the person knows, this person doesn't know. Yes. So it's as simple as that. So if somebody can even work on one himself, like work on, you don't know, maybe that ground has a goal. You step on it and pass.
Yeah.
And that's billions. And somebody will come with his tool that somebody gave him, search for this goal and take it and sell it. So what I'm trying to say is, it's the concept of knowing. And knowing comes from, it's somebody that must teach you to know. Yeah? So I don't know if I'm explaining it rightly.
Yeah, yes, I got you.
So somebody must teach you. So it's somehow given. But now, if it's given to you, maintain it. Maintaining that success is what maybe the hard work, where that work ethics, whatever thing comes from. So now, when it comes, for example, the strategy I'm using, I don't want to there are people that just blow in Kaduna 4 or 5 years. You see that nobody where then they did, nobody knows. Yeah, the continuation, consistency, no day. So another thing again is the way you put in the outwork is that continuation. I might give you 1 billion today, tomorrow you're still broke. So I think it's giving a false backput there.
Interesting. So as we wrap up, there's somebody watching and he's seeing IBI and he wants to become like IBI, right? And IBI is his role model, right? And he's working hard to build, what you have, not necessarily Kaduna Buy and Sell, but build something of relevance, something that has impact, and something that has reached in this number of people that you have. What are the 3 key things you tell that person as he purchased? Let me describe the person. Nobody else, he doesn't have fame, right? He doesn't have a lot of money, right? Probably just graduated from school, trying to find his footing, and so basically he doesn't have so much, right? But there you are, is where he wants to reach. What are the things he tells us?
Take risks. There's take risks. What I mean by taking risks is anything that you see is good and can put food on your table or help you out, just do it. Don't worry whether you fail or that if you fail, you start again. Yeah, so just take risks. And second again is be consistent. That part is very important because most of the time when we start something later, we just feel, don't tire yourself. It's the same thing now I still would do. You get, so be consistent. And then secondly, and the last thing is, nobody will save you. It's just you that will save yourself. Yeah. Stop waiting for people to, people to help you. You have to go out. And even the Bible says, God will meet you at your workplace. Yeah. So you have to be doing something to actually, let me say, yes, you have to be doing something to get the blessing. Yeah. Be a giver. Always give. Because if you don't give, you won't receive. That's why when it comes to, if you see some concert I go to, you laugh. I'm telling you, there are some concerts they invite me inside downtown of Angwa. In fact, now the speaker said is dead. I'm telling you, I'll still go and perform. The idea there is, I don't know, and I'll perform very well. Like I will do the same thing I will do. Yes. And that alone has built me. That alone has given me some kind of connection, some kind of respect that you don't just see outside. So whatever thing you have, you will put your hands, you're doing, bro, do it completely. Like 100%. Because the idea is now people are looking for who to trust and they can't find. I have people that contact me from UK. I think most of the projects I do here, like architectural projects, I swear, most of them are not even in Nigeria. Like the guys are not in Nigeria, but they want the building to be. I don't know why it happens that way. Because people that are just looking for who can I trust. I don't know if you understand. So if they find you as a person they can trust, bro, the money part will come in. Keep working. No matter how long it takes. I'm telling you, no matter how long it takes. The moment it happens, people will think it's ritual. But they know those saying, and I work.
Yeah. I mean, you're amazing. I mean, you want to take risks, keep working, be somebody that people can trust. Interesting. And there's so much to say, but we have to wrap up at some point. But one last question, right? You talked about failure. If somebody who is watching who has tried something and who has failed, right? And he's down, he's almost depressed. How does he come out from that? Have you ever been in that, is you put your heart and soul into something and didn't turn out well? And then you have to bring yourself out of that situation. What would you say that person?
Like I said at the beginning, but preparation. I'm always prepared. Like I'm prepared to fail. So it's not new. If it happens, good, we'll move. So that, for example, say one of the craziest example is, let me use my wife as an example. When we met with my wife, I was super investing in my wife, like back to back. work, her business and everything. You know what my guys were telling me? My friends were like, what if you just finish investing and then this girl go marry another person? You might think that kind of luck. So
All of it, both investments, we are the former.
yeah, yes. Bro, anything I was just doing for her. The idea, what I told them was like, it's simple. If she can't marry another person, I'll find another person and invest in. Simple as it is. Life moves. You die today, the next day, people move. So and then finally is, don't be ashamed of your hustle. If you're broke, nobody will feed you. I'm telling you, you'll be begging people, they will be laughing at you, they will be telling other. So why should I be ashamed? I share my flyer in front of stadium. Like, I would give somebody. Yes, now. I would even somebody that looks like a madman, I'll give him my flyer. The person will just look at me and bone and pass. In my mind, I was just like, wow, this guy doesn't know me. What? When another person is calling me for a meeting and I'm telling the person I'm busy.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. So the idea is, bro, if I say he doesn't give up, he doesn't collect, I'll give the next person, man. So you kick. So I don't know. Go all out. There's nothing like failure. We grow. So keep doing it back to back. One was safe, you know, send anybody.
I mean, sir, thank you so much. I mean, it has been an interesting conversation. I didn't send you any question. You intentionally, but I mean, the answers were very, 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 very good and helpful. And this is what we actually wanted, right? To tell us from your experiences, and all of that. So thank you so much. Quickly, maybe let us know when the next Kaduna Buy and Sell is coming, so that we'll prepare our pockets for those of us that are buying. And is this one for industry open?
Kind of almost sold out.
Said so. Where is it? I know it's in November.
Yeah, it's in November, 1st and 2nd November.
Wow.
See, it's crazy.
Yeah, sorry. So the dates and
yes. Okay, it's 1st and 2nd November happening at Dabzi Event Center. That's close to Amebusa, Neighborhood Center. And then this time around, we're doing something different. It's not going to be the same Kaduna Buy and Sell everybody knows. Yeah, it's going to be we're going to crown our Miss Kaduna Buy and Sell. Apart from that, there will be children's corner. There will be so much celebration. There will be cultural day. That means on the Sunday, the last day is going to be a cultural day. People are going to dress all culture. Bro, let's come.
I mean, there's something. There's something about you and Kaduna Buy and Sell. There's only something new. Most of the time, there's always something new, right? There's always something new. I mean, today is the 8th of October, 2025, and slots are already sold out. All right, so next time you hear rumors that Kaduna Buy and Sell is starting, you don't even ask for shit. You hear rumor that Kaduna Buy and Sell is happening. You reach out to him, send him a tear. Don't just say hi. Say, please, I want to slot in Kaduna Buy and Sell before you get sold out. Right? Well, thank you so much for coming. We really, really appreciate your presence. And I'm sure, people who are watching, who will watch this video later, we get to our value. Thank you, sir.